Hey guys, welcome back to the show. My last video, I did a quick 33-second throwaway thing where I just kind of did this with the camera and I played a poutine. And, I said I'd put up something a little bit more substantial next time. And, driving home today, I have a 45-minute drive, to work and back. So, that's an hour and 30 minutes. I'm sitting in the car thinking, listening to video game music. And, I kind of had an epiphany, this morning driving home. I've been up for about 24 hours, and I was just driving home, listening to the Last Story music, and drinking some coffee, and I kind of, it's something that had always been in the back of my mind, had always it just kind of clicked forward, and it just kind of was a revelation to me. And I don't think I'm really going to change anyone's minds with this or anything, but I did want to kind of put this out there because I do think it's a very kind of wonderful thought, and I wanted to share it all with you. So I don't know what I will title this video, but it's probably going to be something like lessons I've learned from gaming and YouTube, or something of that nature. We'll see what it finally ends up being. But I did want to share this with you, and just for some background, okay, I live in small town Ohio, population around 35,000, and of that population in this town I currently live in, it's about 99% white. So that's not the town I was born and raised in. Born and raised in, is about 35,000 and about maybe about 89% white. So I'm actually really surprised at how I turned out, but with that, that kind of ethnic background. But, so that's where I'm coming from here, okay? And, so, think of me sitting here in small town Ohio, as it said. And, here I am communicating with you. And you might be here in the States, or you might be up in Canada, like Chargeback Forward and Happy Console Gamer, and CraigTube, who does homebrewing videos that I watch on here, and through watching them and interacting with them, I'm taking in Canadian culture. Which, there's not really a big difference between Canada and America. I mean, there's differences, of course, Degrassi up there, Saved by the Bell down here. But, Canadians and Americans get along pretty fine. Moving on, across the pond, I watch Finn Gamer, he's from Finland, and I watch and interact with Mr. RPG Crazy all the time, and he's from Sweden. And, I never thought before what gaming was like in those countries, and now I'm getting to see, what it's like. I always assumed that they played games there, but, never really thought, what would be popular there, and what actually gets released there. That's a big thing. What actually gets released there, and what they actually do to import stuff. And then, of course, I also watch Luke Morse and Taylor on Muragura 553, and they of course are Americans living in Japan, but they've lived there for so long that the culture is kind of seeping into them, and through their American eyes, I get a window into Japan and Japan gaming culture. So, with all this, I got to thinking, and because most importantly, this is the reason why I wanted to do this video, because it just popped into my head, and this might get a little touchy. I don't know if it'll get touchy or not, but it really got me thinking when I was thinking about talking with Cage137. And Cage, it says here on his page, lives in Kuwait. Now, to explain this, in America today, we live in a very us versus them climate. I don't subscribe to it. My friends don't subscribe to it. I make fun of it whenever possible because it's the only way I can deal with it without, just getting enraged. But a very us versus them climate. And I know Kuwait is not the enemy, but it is a Middle Eastern country. And in America today, it kind of feels like anybody who has any kind of Middle Eastern descent gets kind of looked at with a leery eye. So I'm thinking about this, And I was thinking about a conversation we had one time about lunar. And, you know, I'm getting close to the point here. You know, this guy, you know, me, American, he, you know, a Kuwaiti, is that the correct way to say, you know, a person who lives in Kuwait? I don't know. You know, discussing a little video game called Lunar. Okay? Now we're getting to the point here. And the point is that in all of this political blah 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 hoo-ha climate, you know, us versus them, rah rah rah, you know, here is, you know, me, just an average normal American, talking to him, an average normal Kuwaiti, I'm sorry, I don't know what the correct term would be for a person who lives in Kuwait, about a little video game. And, you know, this little thing, this little tiny thing, got the snowball rolling. If he and I have this one thing in common, we probably have another thing in common. And then we probably have another thing in common. And then those, you know, things would lead us to interacting more and finding, you know, new things about, you know, each other's culture, liking that, more things in common. So it really got me thinking about what a great thing YouTube is, because here I am interacting with these people that I would have got to interact with before, and it made me think that really, in all reality, on this earth, we are all one. And, you know, when you really think about it, it's true, because we are stuck on this little rock. We're stuck on this little island in the most inhospitable, horrible place for life, outer space. And until we can terraform Mars, which, you know, NASA can't even get off the ground, which is bullshit, until we terraform Mars, we're all stuck here together. So, you know, and we're stuck here, and the best thing we can think to do is lob bombs at each other. Why not? They explode, they're loud, it's fun, right? But, you know, really, we are all one. And, you know, I know it's a small, trivial thing, like video games. Who gives a fuck about video games? You know, in 50 years, Lunar, no one will remember Lunar, probably. Hopefully not, but probably no one might even play video games in 50 years. But, you know, this one little thing unites us. And it leads us to a common ground. And I think, you know, it really brings out a universal truth that, you know, what unites us really is stronger than what divides us. Because, you know, I don't care what religion, what God you pray to, what sexual orientation, you know, what color you are. If I can sit down and talk to you about Lunar or Dragon Quest, we've made common ground. You know what I mean? And usually what separates us is just dumb greed and old men in suits that tell young people what to think. So, I don't really know what I'm trying to say to you guys, except, you know, I don't know. It's just something that popped into my head, and I realized that through video gaming and YouTube, I've sort of come to this international community, and I really enjoy it, and I really like hearing what gaming is like in these, to me, foreign lands. But are they really foreign when we have, you know, these kind of common grounds? So, you know, to all you guys out there in other countries other than America, keep making your videos and showing me what gaming is like in your country, because I am vastly, hugely interested in knowing what gaming is like. So hopefully this video didn't step on any toes, but if it did, you know, I didn't really say anything horrible, and if it did, it kind of says more about you than, you know, me, if I really kind of pissed you off with my, we're all one, nations are stupid, we're all one, we're all stuck here together ideas. But, so that's what video gaming and YouTube has taught me. So, I hope all of you out there in the world are safe. You know, we got the holidays coming up. Whatever you choose to believe in or not believe in, you know, I hope this festive time, New Year's is coming up, you know, some rebirth here for 2012, the end of the world. Hopefully, you know, you guys all have a safe and happy New Year and holidays, winter, whatever you want to call it. Some more video gaming stuff is coming up. I just want to get this out because it was kind of a big revelation to me, because, you know, I don't care what you believe in or who you like to sleep with. I just want you to like Dragon Quest. That's all I want. So, yeah. Going to make some videos here soon. I don't know when this one will go up, but I hope all you guys take care. All right. See you next time.